like we've already had some podcasty feeling moments, like I'm already feeling like I'm in the middle of a podcast already.
Turn it up a little bit.
Come on. We got Chase Anthony in the building.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I had to start with some Beyonce. She dropped that track, Texas Hold'em.
Man, you can't help but dance to it. I was pissed. I was like, this. Like, what's happening to my body right now?
Yeah, man.
Beyonce, there's something about Beyonce. Once I watched that documentary, I was like, this.
Which one?
Magical. The Homecoming one.
Okay.
When I seen that, I was like, this. All these women thinking that they can have Beyonce money. Do y'all see how hard she worked? She was holding her baby like this. You got to get it dance steps right. I was like, this, what the fuck? And then somebody, right after I watched that, showed me some shit on the internet where she was singing and her hair got caught in the fan, and she just kept on singing. I was like, damn it, give her all the money. Give her everything. Give her more kids. Give her whatever.
She's putting out a country album. I mess with it. I rock with it. She was giving us clues. Disco ball, cowboy hat. She on a horse the last album. The end of the concert, she get on the horse and leave on the disco horse. Now, it's, all the clues was there.
And got paid to promote it. Did a whole commercial just to promote the country songs.
Right. Verizon gave her the bag just to be involved.
I'm allergic to bees, but fuck it. I'll be in the beehive. I'll do it.
I feel like I'm late in the game. That's the only thing. I'm really late in the game. I am Sasha Fierce. I wasn't in the game. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the game. I was cool. I was cognizant of what was going on, but I wasn't just all the way like, yeah, this is it.
Well, I can't say that I'm like, oh man, I got that album. I know all her songs, but her work ethic.
Right.
I
respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Respect. You had a whole knee surgery and then did a tour and
gave birth.
An athlete.
What?
That's neither here
I know.
nor
I was like
there.
this. Beyonce would just infiltrate everything.
We got Chase Anthony in the building. I met you in Atlanta. Where you from originally?
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. What part?
Eastpoint.
Eastpoint?
I used to stay down the street from Lakewood train station.
Okay.
Sylvan Road, yeah.
All right.
Sylvan,
yeah. I used to live off Washington Road.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking. That'd be funny. We went to the same school and shit. We can look back, we in pictures like this, like.
I never went to school in Eastpoint though.
Oh, okay.
I was still in APS, even though I lived in Eastpoint because my mom was in APS. Yeah,
so you was okay.
Parents going downtown early in the morning, signing the paper, getting on a wait list, all that.
Yeah, mine was for different reasons. I had to do the early morning shit, but I was fucking up. So
yeah,
I had to go to a different school. My mom was like, "This, if I'm gonna keep on getting off work, then you're gonna have to come close to me." I was like, "This don't make no sense." She said, "She don't make no sense," and I was like, "Huh." But I'm fine now.
Were you bussed?
No, not at first, but then the MARTA, you know what I'm saying, that made everything accessible. At first, I could walk to school because I stayed off Sylvan Road and Sylvan Elementary, Sylvan Middle, and then they annexed it, and then I went to Inman for a little bit. But when I went to Inman, I had to get on the train and all that stuff.
All right. Yeah.
But that's when you be using like your family member address and stuff. Like he really live here. It's like this. He does it.
Yeah, I'm about to say Inman is, you know what I'm saying. That's a different environment.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
But I was excited to go to Maze. That's where I thought that I was gonna go.
That's where I went.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I said like you didn't did the track that I was supposed to do. That was where all the fine girls was. It was my little crush was going there. I was like,
that's so funny because you are what I thought I was gonna look like. I thought I was gonna look like you. You know what I'm saying? I ended up looking like this, but I was like, yo, when I get older, man, yeah, it's gonna connect. You know what I'm saying?
You was at the school, you just wasn't playing football.
I was playing football. Well, I was on the team.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk me through that.
What you mean?
What position?
Funny.
Okay.
I was on the bench.
Oh yeah, I mean,
being hilarious.
Somebody has to boost morale.
Entertaining. Yeah.
That was me at work when I was an accountant. It was like, you could do the job, you just don't want to do it. I'm like, I'm here to boost morale.
No, I was the slowest on the team.
What position were you trying to play?
Cornerback.
Oh shit! Yeah,
well,
we were the same person
for my size. Like, it was like, this is gonna make sense.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna get tall.
I've
corner. Seen my dad, and they're like, yeah, it was. Then I ended up playing outside linebacker because I was like, not quick enough to be corner.
They even try to do you the safety first.
Nah,
it was like, we just gonna go up you right to linebacker. We need you to go side to side, maybe hit a hole. Let somebody run into you.
Yeah.
I got you. Damn.
Yeah.
I got moved to safety, and then that's when I found out that I didn't really want to tackle nobody. I played corner, and playing corner, you on an island. That's you. Maybe push a motherfucker out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, cool. You get nothing but leg action.
Yeah.
I hold on to somebody, and then that first day of playing free safety, fucking the hole opened up the size of this room. Goddamn roommate ran me over. Yeah, I know it wasn't good.
At practice?
Yeah, at practice. Yeah, and then the funny thing is, I mentioned it somewhere else. It was like slight, and then this is how you know that niggas ain't shit, because then all my teammates started to comment about it. You talking about so-and-so, and tagged them in, and I was like, if I had any real trauma from that moment, y'all just brought it back.
Right.
They like this. You talking about him? And then he tagged it in and was like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm the one who made you a comedian. I was like, y'all talking shit like this. I was like, yeah, here we are.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So where'd you start comedy?
When I went to go quit my job and got fired.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what.
Where were you?
Out here.
In L.A.
Mm-hmm.
So you started here?
Mm-hmm.
This seems like the hardest place to start in the world.
Yeah, I will say that. Yeah.
Being new out here, that seems like
I would have rather done it in New York or in Atlanta. Atlanta has more camaraderie. New York has more clubs.
Yeah, Atlanta, you're in front of people early.
Mm-hmm.
You're in front of people. You expect people to be there. In Atlanta open mic, there's people.
Mm-hmm. Out here, no, it's us.
Right. New York, out here, open mic is like a comedy meeting.
But you can also get paid in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you can get paid.
You can move around.
Yeah.
You can actually eat off of comedy. Out here, I was like paying at the beginning. It was like, hey, you got to buy one item. I was like, oh shit.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that it's all relative, like you said.
I've only paid a couple times. I always felt like that's the opposite of what
we're here for.
Yeah.
No, that's the open mic thing, or the bringer shows. I remember those at the beginning. Out here,
but you're charismatic. You can probably get people to come to a show.
In theory, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll burn people out real quick. So then you'll start going through like your real friends and real quick, or all your exes, and then when they show up and they be like this, it's like Spider-Man meme. Like, wait a minute, we all got curly hair. Like, sorry, but yeah. So it got harder out here, and then too, there's so many other things to do. So everybody's like, you better be funny. Like, I don't need this pressure. I just started.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but you started in Atlanta.
I started in Atlanta.
But
Well, the first time in Athens, Georgia, and then basically first year was my senior year of college at UGA, and then after that I was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Damn. Mm-hmm. Was it hold on, it was open mic at school?
No, it was off campus.
Oh.
Yeah. It was off campus. It was Ronnie Jordan hosted it. He just moved to Athens, and then a bunch of like newcomers, a bunch of people just started. But
that's why I like Atlanta, because again, it's the camaraderie with the comedians and how everybody started, and then y'all actually look out for each other. Out here, it's a little different.
I mean, it's still cutthroat. We still like believed in some of the like,
but it's still
stuff
the Southern
that they put on
hospitality, Southern mentality. Yes,
right.
I think niggas will be niggas, but
I'm not even I'm putting that on comedy.
Oh no, comedy is.
You know
but
I'm
I'm
saying?
talking about
Like,
Atlanta is.
You know, in those days, comedy contests existed, and the idea of a person winning was a concept. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then y'all have the same thing where people would throw. They had the option to throw Nerf balls or some shit like that.
That's a little
show?
Before my time.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I missed the tennis ball show era. You know what I'm saying? I missed the like jingling of the keys era.
Would you have done it?
There would, of course, I would have
been like a rite of passage.
I would have brought a racket. Yeah, but if I know the tennis balls are coming, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
that's funny.
But you know, but still that element existed. Like the structure of a tennis ball night or you know, jingling the keys wasn't there, but the mentality was still very much there. And to me that made it more real. Cause it's like if you go to tennis ball night, then there's some people they're just going for that.
Yeah.
This is just real people really responding.
It's like the Apollo.
Immediately.
It's the Apollo experience where you like, all right, there's a chance that you can get booed. There's a chance that Sandman can come out here.
Right.
And they're going to keep it real here. So,
but the Apollo's like a big theater.
Right.
And it's like where you come to like do the show. So it's like, where do you practice for the Apollo?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And so now you're practicing for the Apollo in Apollo type environments, and you develop habits. So either you figure it out, stick to your guns, and figure it out quickly, or you take shortcuts.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like you see what other people are doing, you know, do a version, that's how to do it mentality. And I think that's where some people get tripped up.
Right, because you never get a voice.
Right, you never get a voice. Yeah.
Damn, yeah. Nah, yeah. I that's why I think that I've been definitely blessed on my comedy journey. Just the mentors and the mentorship of the OGs. They be like, nah, you can't do. Just know you can't do it any other way but the way that you're gonna do it, because it's not gonna fit. And I was like, I don't even know what that means. It was like, you'll trust me, you'll find out, because you can't go up here and do this, you can't go up here and do this, and you can't go up here and talk about this shit. It's just not gonna make sense. It doesn't fit you. And I was like, thank you. This is so refreshing. But you, like you said, because you'll go and you'll be doing what's in your environment. You'll be doing what you thought you were supposed to be doing from everything that you've seen. You know, there ain't necessarily no comedy classes or comedy schools. I mean, definitely you can.
There are.
Well, yeah,
there are. But if you're waiting to go to that, then you know
these open mics. I remember the one where I really kind of got not educated on comedy, but learned that tap out. Was you out here when Marty's was okay, so we had this open mic spot called Marty's. And you used to have to pay $5, but you would be able to go up multiple times and all that stuff. And the first time I went, they gave you get 5 minutes. But I had just started, so I had maybe 3 from the other open mic that I had did at the west side. And so they were like, nah, you pay for 5 minutes. You got to stay up there for 5 minutes. And that moment, I think that's when things got real of like, yo, bro, this is live. There is no tap out. There is no you got to go up here and do your time. And you got to survive. And when you're in front of comedians and and this white dude tells you like, nah, you paid $5. You got to stay up there for 5 minutes. Look, the clock is, you still got 2.5 minutes. You like this. You're not going to tell me what the fuck to do either. But at that moment, you like this. Either you going to shit or get off the pot.
Yeah.
And then you find something to talk about. But I think that helps you find your voice, because now you just reaching. You like, all right, I got to talk about some shit that either I just talked about, some shit in my life, some real shit. Other than that, you know, you sitting there like, well, you know, blue skies. You like, nigga, what? You like this? Oh, I remember this one time, man. My mom came in the school, man, fucking, and whooped me in front of class. You like, oh, okay, you gotta tell some real shit then.
Yeah. You ever get whooped in front of the class?
I did get whooped in front.
Wow. I never was that kid.
I was that kid.
Yeah.
I grew up with 4 sisters, so I rebelled in a totally different way. And then my mom is a bit of an aggressive person, so you kind of push back. You like,
what you mean you rebelled in a different way?
Like, I think that you it's a bond when you're in a single parent household and everybody is female and you're the only male.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you different shit, like you got to be the man of the house, you got to do this. So you picking up these little energies that you don't need. So when you outside and especially if you got an aggressive mom like my mom is, my mom like the Mike Tyson of fucking moms.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking she kind of builds you a certain type of way. So when you out in the streets, you just with the shit. And so at school, you with the shit. And that day, I happened to be too with the shit. And I said some inappropriate shit to the teacher. And then next thing I know, I look up and my mom's standing in the fucking doorway with a inside-out champion sweatshirt on, some light distressed jeans, some fucking untied Adidas, and a brown leather belt. I could see that shit right now.
Dang.
Yeah, I went to the same school. I was in 2nd grade. I went to the same school from kindergarten to fucking 6th grade. That comes up every year.
Wow.
Yeah. And
so, why was her sweatshirt inside out?
I didn't understand that to this day. To this day, I was just like this. What the fuck happened on the way over here? But we 80s babies, so you never know. You like this. What happened before you got here? Did you have a few drinks? You like this. I gotta go home, but you got off early. You like this. Let me stop at this bar real quick before I go whoop his ass. Get home. Now you like this. Oh shit! I gotta catch him before school get out. Now you done put your shirt on inside out.
You're in too much trouble to say anything. You're in too much trouble to ask.
Like, why you getting hit?
No, you like. I know Chase would want to bring this up, but he can't. Not now.
Through these tears, I still need to know how the fuck that sweater got on. Fuck, you get this shit? Did you spill something on the way over here? Like, what the fuck happened? That is
man.
Funny. I wonder if I asked my mom to this day, like, hey, so remember that day that you looked me in front of the class and shit? What happened with your sweater? Why you didn't tie your shoes? Like, what the fuck was happening?
It sounds like drop everything and get to the school.
Yeah, but
it sounds like.
But she had on work clothes when she dropped me off. My mom used to be a travel agent, so she had the shoulder pads in and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a whole little essence, man. Fucking. Next thing I know, she's standing in the doorway, like fucking the boogeyman.
Man.
And I deserved it though. I will say I deserved to get my ass whooped. I needed that ass whooping. That's why I think you should still probably whoop kids right now.
There was a kid in our elementary school, and he was just bad. He was just bad. Like you go to sit at the table with him, he'd be like, "Hey man, I can't trust you unless you say a curse word right now. You can't sit over here unless you say a curse word right now." You know what I'm saying? This is like elementary school. Some of these kids never curse. They
especially
crying.
At the school that you at, yeah.
I was at Fickett off of Campbellton Road.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you was at one of them elevated schools already.
No. Just a gifted program, but I went to Brown in the West End, and then I went to Mays. Yeah, I never went to one of them.
It's okay.
Yeah, I had to deal with the elements. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. No. You're now fighting multiple elements.
Yeah.
Because you disappear when everybody else is going over here. They like this. Oh, you think you special? And you like this. No, I'm going to the same shit. And at the other school, you like this. So what's going on at home? Are you okay? Huh?
Yeah.
We're just closed a couple of days in a row. You're like this. Yeah, but I'm gifted. You're like, all right. So yeah, you're straddling the fence. But it's funny to see how we fight against that. It's like, yes, he's going to a school so he can be better, guys. We should probably be talking to him like this. What the fuck they teaching you over there?
Right.
Let me see your homework.
Right.
But yeah.
Also, but we grew up in that thug era where it was like it wasn't cool to know things. It wasn't cool to have information. You know what I'm saying? These kids be on TikTok like, oh man, did you know? Like, man, you couldn't be that kid. You couldn't be that kid. Did you know?
There's a whole dude that's his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Get closer. I'm going to tell you something real.
Yeah.
I could have been smart this whole time. My grandma.
I like that dude though.
Yeah.
I like that dude. You saw the one with him and Method Man?
Yeah, when he popped up and Method Man had on the same color. I was like, this is funny shit.
Man, he's 26.
That beard says something.
Right.
Age.
He hogged me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm 35. Yeah.
I don't even want to mention mine. What I turned this year.
You ain't got to mention it.
I'm like, damn.
Chase, what's your favorite color sky?
Favorite color sky?
Mm-hmm.
Sunset orange.
Sunset orange.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orange my favorite color. So now.
Orange is your favorite color?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I know. Dare to be different.
That's
one of the Ninja Turtles. Go ahead.
It is one
Exactly.
of the Ninja
So
Turtles.
that-
It's the one that doesn't care about anything.
Hello.
Wait a minute. What is I couldn't tell you like I mean I could tell you an orange sneaker, but it, I couldn't tell you one from like every year. It's not an orange sneaker every year.
There's orange elements in sneakers every year.
Yeah, maybe.
I think
Now.
even if you look at Yeezys, they had the Wave Runners. They has a element of orange in it.
Mm.
You look at I think Jordan has had you got no, what you mean? The ones have a black and orange pair.
Now.
What you mean? Well, at the end of the day, we was there then and we're here now. So it just all gets sound.
I'm saying you gotta wait. Like if your favorite color is red, you never have to wait on the jade.
But I don't abuse orange.
You don't abuse orange.
I don't abuse orange.
So
like,
it can't. You can't hit the orange button all the time.
At all, bro. That would make me uncomfortable. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm self-aware.
So it's a favorite.
It's my favorite color, but I wouldn't. Yeah.
You're not saying it's the best color, the most diverse color, the GOAT color. It's your favorite
It's
color.
my favorite color. Mine.
Right.
I'm not saying it's everybody's GOAT. I think everybody's GOAT would be red.
No.
You think what?
I think some people like red, some people like blue, some people, look at the issues.
So, red cars, Doritos, Target,
Mm-hmm.
Supreme,
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. Republicans.
I see your point.
Yeah.
I mean, you jumped to the Joker. I was gonna go all the fun, good stuff that
I
makes
got
us
you.
happy.
Yeah, if McDonald's is fun, I get
You have a I think too. You got the Braves color on, so you like this.
Yeah.
That's red and blue.
Yeah, America's team.
Mm-hmm. And then the Falcons are red and black.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you see red in all those.
Right.
So red one.
I don't know. Money's green.
That's the element of both.
It's an element of blue and yellow.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, the grass.
But the blood.
What we use to breathe.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? The plants. You know what I mean?
So you gonna go blue?
I'm going green.
I go green for the money.
I'm going green.
I'm gonna chase money hoodie. I'm going
reptiles.
Grass.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Green's your favorite color?
Green's my favorite color.
Huh. All right.
But orange is interesting.
Green was interesting too.
But green's kind of like it's a primary color, but you get there kind of early. Like like orange is like
orange is up there with purple.
Orange has some good years, like years that are better than other years. Like it's something like 98 was a good year for orange. You know what I'm saying?
96,
like
every year that Jordan was on a Wheaties box,
like the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah, but like some years, I don't really know how orange was doing in 2012. Like I don't think orange was really just doing a lot in that time. When everybody had on black leather and red shoes and stars.
I'm pretty sure
you know what I'm saying?
Orange
was really struggling during that time.
I think orange is okay giving other people shine. You know what I'm saying? Other colors are just stepping out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that we've had that tennis ball green. We've had that neon kind of green. That went for a little bit. Nike had it on everything. So we saw that for a little bit. So orange just let somebody, shine. Like you said, it's the color that really just is chill. Like letting everybody do them. You know what I'm saying? Like just eating pizza, chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
That's not even my favorite Ninja Turtle, which was the Wild Thing.
Okay. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Leonardo, of course.
What you mean, of course?
When you're that young, you just want to be the leader. You're just like...
But see, I the person you're projecting, I'm not that person. The red is the goat color Leonardo of course person. That's a lot of people.
Red was too aggressive. Raphael was too aggressive.
I'm Donatello. Donatello builds machines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You purple.
I didn't choose that.
It chose me.
But you know, Prince wears purple.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like purple. Donatello
has had some moments.
Donatello ain't never, you know what I'm saying? That purple didn't make him no weaker. He had a stick. He was mean at the Chuck E. Cheese game. You know what I'm saying?
He had a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else had sharp objects. He had his stick.
I saw this thing on TikTok where this guy was breaking it down, and basically, like, all of their weapons are attributed to their personalities. So Michelangelo, he kind of reckless, so he got the nunchucka, because you got to have the most focus to use those. Raphael is aggressive, but he got the what them things called with the three. You know what he got?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's a defense weapon. Leonardo, he the leader.
He had the swords.
Well, he got the sword. I don't remember what they said for that.
Them swords. I was just
But
like.
then they said Donatello, he builds machines. He's all mechanical, but he got the simplest one. He got the staff. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Kind of hard for a parody.
Well, and then that, and again, when you start thinking about their names and all this, it's all these oxymorons
It's Renaissance artists.
This undertone, yeah.
Except for one of them. Let's see, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael. One of them is like a Baroque.
I think it's Raphael.
Yeah.
Huh, look at me learning all kinds of shit. See,
breaking it down.
We could have talked about this back in the day. We couldn't have talked about this. You couldn't have been
Right,
light-skinned and
right.
talked about this shit.
I don't really like the shade jokes.
You don't like the shade joke?
Nah. I try not to talk about, like, people's skin color. And, like, it's some people, like, they'll, like, it trips me out when I, like, see especially on TV, people make a light-skin joke and then everyone just, like, laugh. And it's just kind of like, everyone can't even say this joke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like hearing Skip Bayless say that a player was acting light skinned, I'm like, this has gone pretty far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where are we now where like this is acceptable?
I think that, like you said, we've said it so much that other races have adapted that same ideology of like, oh, okay, well, you're this. And I also think that because of race is such a a different thing, but then it's like we want to find out how black you are, so we need to find out, do you have a white parent? Which side do you side with? You like this? Wait, what? Did you see me as black? Am I light skinned? And then people always ask me, like, you got mixed? You mixed? You got this? No, I have two black parents.
Yeah.
We come in all shades, colors, and all this. But I think other people have made it more of a thing, and we've had to navigate it.
I feel like it's irresponsible. I feel like when I see it, especially in mixed company on you know, when I see it in sports, when I see it in, you know, like you know, when they make the jokes about Steph, when I see, you know, different stuff, I just feel like it's irresponsible.
Oh yeah, no. What did Kobe say? Kobe said the same thing. He said it to one. Was it Kyle Kuzma or one of them?
Yeah.
That you play like a light skinned nigga.
Right.
I was like, but again, like you said, for me, it's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So like when if and that was what I loved about even going through like the groundlings. They let you know, like, bro, you gonna stop at that first one. That's where everybody gonna go. Everybody gonna go for that.
Wait, you did the groundlings?
Mm-hmm.
The groundlings, for those listening that don't know, very historic, very, very prestigious. What kind of theater would you say it is?
Shit, it's the undertone of most of the things that we think are funny, and like as far as visual, I won't say comedy wise, but I would say just comedic acting. You see that in whether it be commercials, whether it be some of our favorite movies, whether it, like everybody done seemed to have a stint in that. I was like, damn, and I didn't even know why I was going. I just had the urge to learn because I was like, yo, if I'm gonna be a comedian, what all tools are gonna help with comedy? And then I found out that comedy does not help with improv. I was like, oh, felt like I was working backwards.
So the Groundlings improv?
Yeah.
Okay. Will Ferrell came from there, right?
Melissa McCarthy, Phil Hartman.
Wow.
Everybody.
Some beasts.
Yeah. I was about
Some
to say,
beasts
like
from day one beasts. The minute you saw them, they was ready.
Man.
Yeah.
I was just like, what? But it again, and then also Sinbad said the same thing. He was like, yo, everybody's going to stop at that first joke.
Come on, man. Come on.
So
this is what we want to hear. This is
so
what we want to hear. What did Sinbad say?
No, Sinbad said, like, yo, bro, go to that third, fourth, fifth thought. That first one, okay, cool, you scratching the surface, but that's not going to get you nowhere. Go to that third, fourth, fifth thought.
Yeah.
Say it again. Do it again. Do it again. All right, give me something different. Give me something different. But the Groundlings gives you that because now it's really listening. You're being present. Other than that, you're thinking too far in the head and you're trying to be funny.
Okay.
Just being present.
Wow.
Bro, I was like, huh. And then I noticed that, that you can actually apply that to a lot of places in life. Shockingly enough. Like, yo, all right, cool. Let me go to this third thought. Cool. I plan on restructuring this. Okay, cool. This looks good here. All right, cool. Let me go to this third one.
Yeah.
But we'll stop at that first one because it's the easiest to do. And with comedy, same thing. You go into this light skin joke, that's the easiest.
Yeah. I don't like when I hear him on stage. I don't like when I hear him in sketches. I don't like, yeah. And it's
I didn't like hearing him growing up.
Right.
Because I'm just like, yo, like, walk me through what you think light skin is, please. Did my credit get better? Like, do I automatically have great credit because of like I'm light skinned?
Every time I have a guest on the show that is lighter complected, then there's a comment, "Oh man, y'all look alike," and then it's like, "Oh man, are y'all brothers? Are y'all cousins?" And it's just like, what a narrow-minded. Like I could never do that back.
Oh,
that would be crazy. That would be nuts.
There's one nigga out here making all the light skinned kids.
Right. It's just like, and also it's just like you're in a place where you're disregarded for as an individual, and it's just like I have like when they make fun of Drake, just like make fun of Aubrey, make fun of that dude. That dude is wild. Don't put him on all of light-skinned people. We all aren't Canadian. Whoa. Some of the stuff he's doing is Canadian. No. Some of the stuff he's doing don't even got nothing to do with his complexion. It's just the fact that he was up there.
No, and Canadian, and then too, like, just listen to his dad talk.
Right.
So at the end of the day, like, you're trying to make this a light-skinned thing. He's him.
He's him.
So at the end of the day,
what happens when him. Yeah.
You like, but no, he do that shit because he light skinned. I mean, it's in their DNA, they coding and make them do certain things, make them buy certain cars, make them like certain things and shit. That's why they eat like that and stuff. He's like, what, nigga? None of this makes sense.
None of it makes sense. And what is it based off of? I mean, like it's crazy. Like a comedian coined the phrase, like light skin back in style, and it's just like that went so far. It went so far. Like it was a concept that was like a joke, and like people have taken that as like ammo to put people in a box.
And then again, so like you say, it you hate seeing it, and I experienced it the other day, and I'm like, man, you can do better.
Yeah.
Like I know you.
Yeah.
Like, we can go, and it was one of my Latin friends. Bro, you can do better. I've heard better from you.
Right.
We don't have to go black jokes.
Yeah.
We can go anything else. We can go other attributes.
Anything. Come on. Yeah.
And he was like, "No, but this, and you can't." Yeah. Now you just shift the energy of this. We could talk about each other, but once you go there,
Right.
And I've heard all of these.
Heard it all. When there's a good one, I'll laugh. I'll laugh at a good one. You can't escape a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
you're hating if you don't laugh at a good one, but a good one is rare
and very, again, unnecessary
and still unnecessary. Right.
There's so many things that you could talk about people.
And
I enjoy finding that.
Me, not so much.
I enjoy going somewhere where we can all laugh at it. Because I'm not trying to be a bully at any point, but if we can all laugh at something, then cool. But so many people like, no, I gotta go for the jugular. Cool. Y'all come with that light skin shit. I'm gonna say something, and I know how to shut this down.
Yeah. So Chase Anthony, you act as well.
Yes, sir.
You're on the BET show Bigger.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all play the pause game a lot at that show?
At first, and then you just like, yo, this has got so wild, because they were looking forward to being on the BET Plus platform, because you just had more free range, so like you could show whatever. But it was just like you wanted to pause everything, but it had a female, like the baseline is female. Right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an ensemble cast, but our through line is this young lady, and so you're dealing with the things that they deal with, and you're just like, wait, what? So like, they had sipping paint parties, but it's a female creator. It's female. What's the name? They got female extras. They got all this, and they bringing in real naked niggas. You like this? What you need this? And then they looking at you like, but you didn't say nothing when we had to film in the strip club. You're like, yeah, because they was naked. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
And so, like, you start with the pausable moments, and then you just like this, equality. Let me just stay here for the equality, and not even necessarily because of the pausable, but you just like, I didn't think it would be this many dicks.
Got you.
This many dicks.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, it was again, the show Bigger. You know, you the funny thing is, you're like, was it any pausable moments? For me, sometimes it was just like when you run into people who aren't black, and they like, so what show are you on? And you're like, oh, it's a show called Bigger on BET. I wonder what they hear.
Right.
right. So
that B gotta be pronounced.
Yeah, you like,
you know what
nigger
I'm
on
saying?
BET. Oh, this, honey, we gotta watch nigger on BET. This is you like this. Wait, what? Oh shit.
That's funny.
So I was more concerned, I guess, about that part more than the pause shit. But yeah, no, it was a fun show though.
Yeah. Do you like acting?
I love acting.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing that you do?
I don't think that I've done it yet.
Okay.
I think that we get into comedy acting for, whatever fantasy is driving us forward.
Yeah.
Or that we've attached purpose to. But yeah, no, I got into it to play a superhero.
Okay.
And then also these are
what what is Chase Anthony's superhero? What's your superpowers?
So I have 3 avenues that I'm like, all right, cool, you can go.
Okay.
So there's either the Black Green Lantern.
The Black Green Lantern, John Stewart, or a different
John Stewart.
one? Okay.
And then you have Superman 23.
Superman 23
from Earth 23. He's a black Superman. He was also the president
of the Bobcats.
No, not
He was the president of the Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, he bought them. Yeah,
the United States. On that earth. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they had to put they black president and you Superman? No.
Right.
Like, we got to put this on a different earth. This is not regular earth. We got to give it Jordan complex.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. And then I wrote something where it is
Come on.
a superhero. Where it had the more the comedic undertone, right? I think that Deadpool gave us a green light to do kind of what we wanted, and then we got the boys as like a little birth child of like, oh, okay, cool, you can marry this to a real place.
Yeah.
And so I wonder what ours would look like. And so I wrote one that was called NWP. It started out with one name. It's for Northwest Projects now. So NWP,
okay,
but
it
started.
All right.
You know what the NWP started with? It was just
bigger
niggas,
with powers.
Yeah. Bigger. You didn't stop at that first one. You went to the third one. I love it. And so it just shows that experience of when you get powers, kind of in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And then
fire.
What those elements look like when I got powers, you got powers, but the niggas that we up against also got powers. Okay.
All right.
So you were just minding your business, and you know we was in here shooting the podcast. Some shit happened. Boom. Now we got powers, but the nigga that we wasn't fucking with, he got powers too. That convenience store owner, he got powers too. In this little section. So now how is
right?
Because
when y'all go out, y'all powerful, but then when you go back to the crib, it's like it's different. Yeah.
So it was showing some of those elements of that. Yeah. So you have of course your enemies. You have all the arcs of each character, and showing what they would do with powers.
Wow.
Because you already you're a functioning adult. You get powers one day, like you are who you are. So
right. You are who you are. Yeah.
So, just to expose those elements as well as, create our own content that way. So, yeah. I think that also, too, they keep changing colors of superheroes. So, who knows what color that they'll change one of these superheroes to. And
that's true.
I'll jump up in there. But, that's why I say I haven't done it yet. And then, shockingly enough, I very rarely have done comedic acting.
Really? Yeah.
I've been more the straight man, which I was like, oh, huh. But it's been a blessing more so than anything else, because I think that you can put yourself in a box and everybody will gladly put you in that box of like, oh, you do this, but then the comedy element, because we do comedy, adds to your comedic acting. It's like, oh, well, he's funny because he does this. It's like, no, but I'm also a good actor. I think they could see you as a good actor, then see, oh, you do comedy too, and then marry it too.
Plus, I mean, you know your way around a joke.
Facts.
So, like, if you could help, you could throw some assists. You throw some lobs.
Oh, my God.
You could help somebody. And then also, the fact that you don't see yourself that way, when it's time to get active, when it's time to be wacky, when it's time to, like, your character has hit their breaking point and now you're, like, in zany land, you can do that. And you've been waiting to do that,
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gives you that spectrum. Yeah, no. Do you like acting as much as comedy?
I haven't done it enough, but like it intrigues me.
Okay.
I am interested, and I know it's gonna take a lot of practice and a lot of work.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It's funny. So sometimes when, especially talking to us, I guess, comedians, about sometimes the duality of acting and doing comedy. We have such a respect for the art, so we don't downplay any side of it. You know what I'm saying? We're like, yo, like my version of acting is my version of comedy. So I'm not shortchanging anyone. So it's like, oh yeah, no, I right now I see this is where I want to go. This is where I want to be. But if I am aware that I'm not there yet, then I don't attach to the same identity of like, oh yeah, I'm this dope, I do this shit, this and this. Oh, check out my shit. I'm still trying to get to that place of like that pristine confidence, because like you said, it's hours in something, and I know that there's a lot of shit and a lot of hours put into comedy, so I plan on seeing the same results when it comes to acting. So I'll be feeling the same way of like, all right, well, cool, I'm here and I know I'm doing the work, I'm taking the classes, I'm doing my part, but shit. Am I doing this shit right?
Right.
Is this what you wanted? Goddamn. I can hit you with a joke instead. I got some hours and some jokes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's different.
Chase, you've been all over the world. What's your favorite place on the planet Earth? I don't know what number this one is, but this one.
I think we're one. We don't give ourselves credit and shit.
That's some DC Comics stuff to do. Make us Earth One. Yeah.
Like this, Samuel Jackson. Yeah, that's that can only be on Earth One. I forgot the question. I'm be honest.
Favorite place on Earth?
Oh, okay.
Could have been anywhere. Literally anywhere.
I go back and forth between, and these are two drastically fucking different places. Japan.
Okay.
And I love Aruba, and again, this is the wildest shit that I'm gonna say, and it has nothing to do with Beyonce, but Houston is one of my favorite places to go.
Okay.
Just something about the energy in Houston, Texas.
Yeah. No, Houston's a blast. I haven't done any stand up in Houston yet. But I have visited. Yeah.
No, my visits are way better than I think the shows.
But no, I'm down to do shows. I would love to do shows in Houston. I performed in Austin and Dallas and Arlington, but I never in Houston. Yeah.
San Antonio.
I haven't done San Antonio. I heard it's great.
Yeah. I mean, again, I went with Uncle Dad Sinbad to a lot of these spots, so I was definitely blessed.
I'm sorry. Get excited when you talk about Sinbad.
Man, you talking about one of the dopest people. That's why I think even if I have down days, I don't second guess whether I was supposed to be doing this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at the reality of where you got your game from. You know, my first stop was David Arnold, rest in peace, and then my second was Sinbad. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, okay, so you were probably in one of the dopest positions. But I got to see Sinbad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't what everybody else thinks, sees, and all this. It's a version of that. Yeah. But it was so much greater. So everybody already looked at him one way, and then it was so much better. Like, you talking about just one of the dopest humans, you're like, damn. If I can grow up to be half this like nice. Yeah. Just nice. Took care of everybody everywhere he went. Wow. Free game. One of the smartest human beings. One of them Donatellos.
Man. No, I mean, I'm a huge fan, like anytime I've heard him on a podcast, it's been elevated.
Bro. Game.
Yeah.
He gave me one of the best gifts because you know how people say like, oh, I learned comedy like firsthand from this. No, I learned comedy and got stripes firsthand in theaters, and you thought that you were going to walk off stage, and he like, yeah, no, you went out there, you told your jokes. Now let's come back and talk about what you just talked about.
That's nuts,
bro. Talk about what you just talked about. Now he breaks it down, and he's low key tagging your jokes on stage. So remember when I was like, oh, he told me to go past the first one? He's doing it to me on stage. And because there's that age gap, he's giving you game, but the audience is loving it because they're talking to their kids, and their kids are sometimes there. So his age range and in our age range, his kids are our age.
Not only that, he's hibachiing with your stuff. What? He's cooking in front of the people.
Showing you where you can go. Yeah. And it's live. So you're again, he's doing theaters. So you're standing on stage with him potentially the entire show, the show in its entirety. You're not getting off. And now y'all riffing back and forth. He doing little act outs and all kinds of things. Literally, I couldn't imagine what was going through his head to do a different show every night. Now, take in mind, I was on the road with this man for 5 years. Never seen him do the same show.
What? Yo.
It kept me up at night at first. Because you thought that you were going to get on, you was going to learn something, and you find out you're chasing a fucking ghost. You will never catch him.
That's crazy.
Bro, Rob, to this day, it still blows my mind. Now, you'll get some of that.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get that unless you really, really, really give yourself the freedom. He gives himself carte blanche. Like, the freedom that he has in his mind on stage of knowing, trusting. And I've seen him do an hour and a half interacting with the crowd. Just crowd work. Go out there.
Crazy.
Because I didn't know. We went to, I want to say it was a Chicago theater. I didn't know there was an upper balcony. I didn't know any of that stuff. I was really just performing for the people that I could see. He was like, man, you got it dark in here. This. Turn the lights up. Turn all the lights up. And he saw my face, my real reaction to seeing how many people were really in this theater, bro.
Yeah.
And like, I was literally freaking out. I'm like, oh, man, I didn't know it was all that people. And I had the mic still right here. And he was like, you didn't know it was all those people? I said, what? And he was like, yeah, man. Oh, man, no. Turn the lights all the way up so he could see. And then went up to the, what's the name? He was like, what's up all the way up there in the balcony? And they screaming. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what? And then boom, he took off from there. So now it just stayed crowd work. He interacting with people up at the top balcony.
Get out of here.
Bro, the wildest thing. I've never seen somebody can do a show where they're performing for the oldest person in the room to the youngest person, and it could be a kid because they know that he's not going to cuss. He's saying the wildest shit, though. That was the one thing that I also got a lesson on perception, perspective, and how it relates to, like you said, there's still those same elements in comedy.
Yeah.
I never understood how he got put into a box of saying like, oh, he's a clean comedian. No, he's choosing not to cuss, which means that he's finding the hardest ways to explain the same thing that you explained, that you just said fuck, bitch, shit, ass, whatever too. So he's already pushed past this, and he's talking about the same thing, legit the same thing.
Yeah.
And he's not, and then you'll put him in this box of this. It's like, okay, cool, I don't have to take him out of this box to put him in this box. I can just say that he can just fucking run laps around all this shit because he can do corporate. I've never seen somebody also take and go do something at a corporate event. I took all your information because I knew about your company, because I researched it. Man knows everything. So I'm watching him take all that information, and then you go up there and you make technology fun for people to the point where they looking like, yo, if can we package what you just did, and can you teach us how to do it? It's your stuff.
Yeah.
And I just talked about it better. And now you want me to go and what? And then the other place that he challenged me was playing instruments. And I said it to Chico Will. I applauded him because I didn't see the vision, or I didn't hold the vision long enough. On stage with him, I played the trumpet, trombone, flute, saxophone, the bass guitar, the drums, the triangle, a harmonica, all kinds of stuff.
What you mean? You play these growing up?
No, bro. I've only played the drums. I have 2 guitars now.
So how you get in the wind? How you get in the embouchure? How you get in the using? Wait, what?
That's us being on stage, and I'm saying to you because I want to challenge both of us, and I want to have fun up here. I'm like, fuck it, I've been doing this for so long, so it is what it is. Let's add some new shit. Me saying like, God talked to me last night, man. He told me that you could play the saxophone, so pick up the saxophone and play it. and you're like, nah, I don't want to do that. Nah, come on. Now the crowd starts cheering because they're on fucking Sinbad side. Like, no, play the saxophone, and you're terrible. Or you might get some good notes. They might rock with
Bro,
you.
you can't just play the saxophone.
Bro.
You got to know how a reed works. You got to know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even, what you mean? Did you have a strap on? Was you out here strapless, trying to hold the whole saxophone?
No, nigga, I'm glad I had the strap on. Pause. Because fucking, because it was in Denver. I almost passed out.
Yeah.
The air was thin. Yeah. I flew into that thing.
Yo, in Denver?
Bro.
Get out of here.
Almost passed the fuck out. He literally grabbed my shit like this. Like, ooh, shit, is you about to, literally. Because I was leaning forward. I didn't play drums. I didn't play in the band. But I've also met some of the most
This sounds crazy.
People. Bro.
This sounds crazy.
He hung out with musicians. So every big time musician, bro, they love him. That's who he's vibing with. That's who he's kicking it with. So you're sitting in a room and they're like, oh man, try this out. They all kicking it, vibing. He don't drink, he don't smoke, but they don't fucking judge nobody. So they in there partying, you in there, they like, oh yeah, man, try this shit. You the youngest person in there. You're like, okay, I guess I'll try the drums. They're like, oh, let's have a little jam session. Just do this. Now you in there making beats with fucking legends. You're like, this is not what I thought I would be hanging out with Sinbad doing. And then he don't sleep.
He don't sleep?
He don't sleep. That's how he consume all that information. That's why I was like, yo, bro, don't ever question how God's lined you with comedy. You can want what everybody else or what you thought the similarities are going to be, or you can want what's for you. And I've been showing you that I got you. So that's why I chill. But it made it more fun. It made it way more fun. Or else I think that I don't think that I would have enjoyed the journey of being a novice, then getting paid, and seeing yourself as a headliner. I don't think I would have enjoyed that journey because it would have. Every other story about going on the road with headliners, it just don't seem like it's that gift wrapped.
Nah.
Like you got a story.
I mean, no, I really don't. I don't, because I haven't really been on like a consistent. You know what I'm saying? I've opened for people for sure, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? I never been on the road,
okay.
Like, big tour, But at the same time, like, I don't know, but the experiences I have, like, yeah.
They're fucking remarkable.
These people ain't blow up. You know what I'm saying? The people that took me on the road, they still, it's
Bruh.
just.
I love watching yours just because I remember the first time I seen you do comedy. So watching all the platforms from all the late night shows, it is like we are family, because you watching it and you watching it in this space, because like you said, you haven't been on the road opening for somebody on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
It's a different element of seeing your progress. So seeing you in that space is something totally different, because I know when I met you.
Yeah.
And then I see here.
Yeah.
And I'm not ignorant to the journey that it takes to get there and how you get there.
Right.
Why you're there.
Right.
So it'd be the dopest shit, and I'd be like this. Always the funniest thing is just seeing you dressed up.
What you mean?
Because I'm used to seeing you like this. I've known you for what, 10, 12 years or something like that. So like, you think about how old we were, what we were dressing like.
Yeah.
So it's just like two stark differences. It's like the Rob that I know, and then it's like, oh, that's Rob at work.
I mean, I don't know. The host got on a suit. Why would I not wear a suit?
You look good.
I don't nah, some people was like, oh man, like we fought against that, and now you know what I'm saying, you put the suit on. I was like, no, I couldn't wait to.
Yeah.
They asked me what I was gonna wear. I showed them a suit. They was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh man, like,
this
we
not my
need you to
special.
put the suit on, but I know that it was that for some people. There was some people that they they had a suit in the back and they made them wear. And I do understand that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm looking at it like Eddie Murphy had on a suit. You know,
Everybody
Drew Carey
had
had on a suit.
Red
Ellen
Fox.
had on a suit.
Everybody had on a suit.
Red Fox, Richard Pryor. So I'm looking at it as like a connection to that, you know, versus rebelling against that.
No, I saw it as a elevated version because at the end of the day, if we zoom out, we've seen Dave in a suit. We've seen everybody in a suit. We've seen our upper echelons in a suit. So that's what it looked like to me. It was like, oh, okay, cool. Now my bro's in the upper echelons because now it's almost, again, it's that briefcase. When you see a man holding a briefcase, you're like, man, that motherfucker means business.
Yeah.
When I seen you in a suit on TV, that motherfucker means business.
I mean, like, here's the thing. As I get older, I'm realizing the suit is designed for the aging male. You know what I'm saying? Everything you want to hide is hidden by the suit. The patriarchy, they knew what they were doing when they made the suit. You know what I'm saying? And now we're so far removed from suits. It's like, yo, I'm getting older. This would be the move. I really hope we get back to it.
I love how I look when I dress up.
Yeah.
It's just I haven't lived in that space long enough, especially as an athlete. Like, sweats are comfortable. Like, I can't get out of that. And then once we changed our work hours to nighttime, it was like, oh shit. So during the day I really can't wear sweats.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I wear a suit, like in Bigger, when we filmed, because I worked corporate, I was looking at myself like, yo, bro, like, why don't you want to feel like this every day?
Yeah.
Because when I was putting on those suits, bro, I was in there taking pictures. I was like, nigga,
you
president right now. If you wanted to, look at you.
Yeah.
Damn, you just got to look at this motherfucker. Action Jackson. Like, it gave me layers. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't necessarily look at myself. Like, I could have been a spy. I could have been anything. I could be given a Nobel Peace Prize fucking speech, anything in this suit. And I was just like, yo, bro. And I remember when I got my first, like, tailor-made shit, went down to the fashion district. Some shit was only like maybe $150. And I had an audition in Santa Monica. And I remember walking through the crosswalk, and I seen how everybody looked at me, no matter what age. And this older white woman just kind of looked me up and down of like, And I was just like, why don't I want to feel like this every day? So that's why I said that I looked at you on some, like, elevated shit.
Got you.
So, and it's funny the way it goes back to that thing that you said earlier. Is like, oh, man, that nigga can read. Oh, man, fucking lame, can read. Like, no, bro. He looked good in a suit. He elevated. He wanted to wear a suit. That's why he wore a fucking suit.
Right.
It's like, no, he supposed to be up there in a goddamn backwards jersey. It's like, oh, okay, we need to grow the fuck up.
Yeah. They're not going to approve that. It's too many logos. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks. Because, you know, music artists can show up in whatever. A music artist can show up in whatever. And they don't even have the discussion. Comedian, yo.
Bro, we got to put tape on that. We got to dark that out. We got to do this.
Because we might say something wild. They know what the music artist is going to say ahead of time. They don't know what we going to, you know what I mean? They know what we going to say,
but we
can
go off script.
We on the line.
Damn, that is real. You
You
rolling the dice with us. You like this, man. I don't know how many drinks he done had before this.
I don't know how people are going to receive this. We all received it fine, but, you know, if the people feel another way, we got to be able to just jump, and we can't get sued by Supreme because this, you know, because he's saying some wild stuff in their clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's up here saying it, and then he's like, "Oh, but I hate dogs," and you're like, "But Supreme doesn't stand for that." So we really do want to clear this and this, and now you can't get clearance.
Now it's taken down.
Yeah, nah, that's wild. But I think again, the suit is a neutralizer. You're gonna listen. You're gonna listen to me now,
right?
You want to hear what I gotta say. Yeah, I look forward to my moment.
Man, you're gonna have tons of moments, Chase. I think you're super funny. I think you know, you don't have the look of a super funny person. You look like a well-adjusted, normal, you know what I'm saying, like cool guy. And normally those guys are not funny on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, and so yeah, I think once you get past that, once people be like, yeah, but that one's funny. You know what I'm saying? Then
I appreciate that. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, but it's I think it's the equivalent. It's the same thing. I think the same thing of you because it's some of y'all that have fucking brilliant minds, and not that it's I think it's a positive envy. You know what I'm saying? Like it. So when I look at you tell jokes, it's so much funnier to me because I can see the layers, I can see the work, I can see the artistry, right? So that's why, like, I think I was able to be a fan. So even that last show that we did together when we was at the the Reparations Book Club.
Oh yeah.
I was over there cracking up because of, again, the artistry, but it was the same thing from Portland. It was the same thing to Atlanta. It's the same thing in any climate. So I don't know. There's certain people.
We was in Portland.
Oh my God,
hooping.
we had a personal niggas fucking NBA All-Star weekend.
Yeah.
Like, what nigga? Like, what is happening? Who's this nigga interviewing me? Like, what the?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was. So I don't know. I look at it the same way, and then, especially when it comes to writing, right? When you can pick up the tone of somebody else's voice and be able to move the needle on what they're saying, that's an art. So I can be funny in my own space, but I can also see, oh, okay, cool, this is how you tell jokes, this, yada, yada. Like, that's an art form. Most people can't even extract themselves from it to put that out. Bro, the shit that you've worked on, that's why I was like, I wish I could hit the button. Goddamn gunshot. It's the same thing. So, nah, bro. That's what the one thing that I do enjoy about this, but I think also too that's the athlete in me. I've been on a team and not been the best player on the team. You know what I'm saying? So, but that don't mean that you're not good. You're still on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Like Orange.
So, yeah. Petty. Let me take a sip of this coffee. Goddamn, I ain't something for Orange to be disrespected like that. Okay. You're gonna get a lot of callers because of orange. They're like, that's my favorite color too. Like this, I knew it. We all probably on the spectrum, but it's okay. And we got a license. You know what I'm saying?
Chase, anything you want to tell the people? Anything you want to promote?
I want to promote good energy, good vibes, and at Chase Comedy on all social medias and Ghetto Genius Club. You know, y'all go to ghettogeniusclub.com, man. Y'all go ahead and buy y'all some merch, man. I love the stuff. You know, I love it.
Is this hoodie Ghetto Genius Club?
Well, this is one of the Chase monies, just because, you know, just in case they need to know. I was like, you know, just wear something that got your name.
Got
you. Know what I'm saying, at the top.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So this is part of the Chase Money series. Y'all can go pick that up soon too. But yeah, the Ghetto Genius Club is definitely something y'all should check out and ride that wave early.
Okay. If you haven't already, please watch Frontin' on YouTube. Pre-order the album if you want to support. Trying to get the #1 comedy album in the country. March 2nd, February 31st for those who know. Yeah. And thanks for listening to the Inconsistent Podcast with Rob Haze.
Go out with Beyonce. That is funny. I was like this. Were we supposed to be on topics?
No.
It's
just
fun.
a free-flowing conversation. I try to, when